The Family Law Education Project is the culmination of a long, what I call, relationship between the Government of Ontario and a number of women's organizations. Our initial contacts with the government from January 2003 to September of 2005 were regarding our advocacy and our request to Ontario to revise certain legislation.
It became very clear to us that changing the law was an important step, but the communication, getting into the communities that were marginalized, that were vulnerable, was every bit as important. And what was fascinating for me as a member of Women's Caucus then was to hear from other women caucus members who were concerned not about the one particular faith that we were talking about, but other marginalized women in their community.
When I left my husband, my mother came to pick me up. My father and mother came to pick me up, and my ex-husband, wouldn't let me take my child with me. I remember when the first time I went to court, it was a strike. It was a long time ago. Oh, it was fearful, like, you know, and feel helpless, and feel that, you know, you're isolated, you don't have anybody to turn to.
Today happens to be International Human Rights Day, so this is a really great day to launch a campaign to inform Ontario women about their rights under family law.
Funded by the Ontario Women's Directorate, FLU is directed by a management committee made up of representatives of 7 community organizations. A second layer of direction for the project comes from our reference group, which is made up of representatives of more than 15 other organizations that work with women across Ontario.
Knowledge is power. We need knowledge of the law. We need knowledge of the law in a way that we can easily access it.
Essentially, the core legal content of this project is a series of 12 legal information booklets in plain language on key areas of family law.
You'll never get lawyers to speak a language that everybody else understands. I am one. So we have to translate it, just as you have done today.
These materials are available in 11 languages. That's English, French, Arabic, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, Farsi, Punjabi, Somali, Spanish, Tamil, and Urdu. These legal information booklets can be viewed, saved, and printed from our website, and they can also be ordered through the website.
It can be very daunting not knowing what the procedures are. And information such as the brochures that FLU are launching today are such a valuable resource to women to understand, first of all, what their rights are regarding themselves personally and their children. Without having those kind of materials, the chances of them being able to enforce their rights are very, very slim without knowing what they are.
So if you have a pamphlet available at the court or legal clinic or, you know, community, you know, resource places that you need to go to, it will help you to have some basic idea. As I said, you can find out your own, write down your question, and then you can ask if you want to hire a lawyer or go to a legal clinic, something to start with. So you can ask questions and make decisions.
What you're seeing here is the look. We have an English, a poster, a French poster, and a multilingual poster. So reveal away.
We're sending these resource kits to community healthcare centers, to early learning centers, to family resource centers, places where women go in their daily lives, where they can see, for example, a poster, know that they can get materials in a language that they speak, and go to the website and learn more.
What's really exciting here is that you have taken such complicated, perplexing issues, and you've put them in language that people can easily access. You've opened the door to the law. That's knowledge, that's power, that's access.
And I think it's a very good starting point. As I said, it doesn't replace the you know, legal representation, but it's helpful to have a resource information to know, you know, some basic information and where to turn to, and be positive and be strong for yourself and for your children. Yeah, and there's hope. You're welcome.